Hi and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can create this professional business letter in Word, but also utilizing images to put on your letterhead, as well as insert your logos and use a footer. So the first thing I'm going to do is search for my image. So go to Insert, Pictures. Now you're likely to insert your picture from your files, but I'm just going to use the stock images available in Word. So at the top here, I'm just going to type in business, and then I'm going to scroll down and search for the image I want to use. And it's just here, so I'll just click on the little circle and click insert. When you insert an image into Word, you won't be able to move it. So once it's selected, make sure you're on picture format. Go to wrap text and select in front of text. Now this image is going to be quite big to put at the top here. So I'm just going to move it so it does cover our page. Now I could just pop it all at the top here, but actually I could do with cropping it because I just want sort of the slither in the middle. So select it and click on crop, and using these little black marker sliders, just click on one, drag down the top, drag up the bottom to wherever you want it, depending on how thin or thick you like this image, and simply press enter, and then we can just move that to the top of the page and deselect it. Next I'm going to go to Insert, Shapes, click on the drop down and select the square, click and draw out the square or a rectangle, and then I'm just going to move it to the bottom of the image. You can see it's going over the top of the image. So again, select it, go to shape format, go along to send backwards, click on the drop down and select send to back, and then we can just move that up. Now it may not be the color you like because this image may be a completely different color. If that's the case, just select the shape, go to shape format. Now I'm going to go along to this icon here, which is no outline, because all the images will have an outline color around them. And then shape fill, you can select from a number of different options here, or go to more fill colors and then use your color wheel to find your particular color, and use the lighten and darker slider here as well. If you're fortunate enough to have this eyedropper tool, you can simply click on it and then you can move anywhere in your image and just select from a color in the image and click OK. That way your colours will be a lot more cohesive towards the colours in your image. Try not to select some random colours, try to make them part of the image colours you've got here. Now once I've got this square or this rectangle selected, I'm going to copy it. The easiest way to do that is to select it and hold down your Alt or Option key on your keyboard, click and drag. You've got them both selected now, so I'm going to deselect both of them, but reselect this bottom one. And then I'm just going to change the shape of it so we can move it down the side of our page. And then I'm going to change the color of this one. So again, go to shape fill and then go to more fill colors. And instead of actually changing the color tone itself or the color, I'm just going to make that color a little bit brighter and click OK. Then you can see it's on top of this other rectangle here. So select this rectangle, go to send backwards, send to back. You can see now that's gone behind that top one there. Now to go and insert your logo, go to Insert, Pictures, Picture from File. Make sure you find your picture from your file and then click Insert. Once again, if you can't see your image, just leave it selected, go to wrap text and select in front of text. Your image will appear and then you can move it anywhere in your document. Now because we've placed all these graphics in here, you're going to want your text to appear here. But if you start typing, you can see my cursor's up here. So the best thing to do is to select a text box. So go to Insert, Text Box, Draw Text Box, click and draw out a text box. And then this is where I will actually begin to type everything I need for my letter. So I'm just going to paste in my text. You'll obviously type in your own text. I'm just going to move this down, but if I deselect it, you can see I've got this black border line and it does actually have a white background. So I'm just going to get rid of both of those, select it, go up to shape format, go to this icon here and select no outline, Then in the shape fill bucket here, select no fill, and you can see now it's completely transparent background, and if I deselect it, the borderline has gone. So now we've customized this text box, we can borrow it for all the other text we need in our letter. Now you might be asking, what do I do if this all goes onto a second page? Well, I'll show you all of that at the end. So we're just going to copy this, select it, hold down your Alt or Option key, click and drag. And then in this one, we're just going to deselect all the text, or sorry, delete all the text. We're going to move this over here, and then we're just going to paste some text in. Now, as you can see, this text is over to the right here, and the way I've done that is to go to the Home tab and just selected this icon here. Now that's done, I'm just going to copy and paste it again, move it down here, then deselect because both of them were selected, reselect this one, go up to this icon here, which is in the Home tab. I'm going to select the white to turn my text white. Then I'm going to paste in some text again. Now if my text doesn't fit, I'm just going to stretch out my text box. And also if your text doesn't fit and you want it all on one line, select it, go to the Home tab and just reduce the size of your font until you're happy. And then you can always, as I say, adjust this box to make sure it fits. Now I can move this anywhere I want to. I'm just going to move it down to the bottom here, make sure the margins are similar either side. And then with this one here, because I've taken off the borderlines in the background, I'm just going to copy it, go to the Home tab and select the copy button here. Then I'm going to go right down to the bottom here and double click. And now I'm in the headers and footers. You can see I've got the footer marker here. And then all I'm going to do is go up to the Home tab and click paste. And then you can see I've got this box here. Then all I'm going to do is select some more text. Just put in some appropriate text if you want. Then I'm just going to move that down to the bottom. Try and line it up with the margin here just to make it a little bit more cohesive. And then double click anywhere in the inside of your document. You can see it's slightly greyed out, which means it's in the headers and footers. That will now appear on every page. But obviously if you want this on a second page, you're going to have to put everything into the headers and footers except for this text. The way in which you can do that is to select the address bar, hold down the Command or Control key, select the boxes and all of the text and logos that you've put in, go to Picture Format, select Group, and then click Group. And now all of these elements are one group. So you can copy them by going to Home, make sure they're all selected. You can make sure that, you can make sure they're all selected by just selecting them and moving them away. Just go to the copy icon here, then delete them, double click in the top or the bottom to go into the headers and footers, and then go to Home and click paste. Now you can move them back to the correct position. Double click back into the main document. You can see again it's greyed out, but that's because it's in the headers and footers. But if you were to print this out or save it as a PDF file, this would all look normal and the colours would be vibrant and bright. But in Word, this is how it would sit because it needs to tell you it's in the headers and footers. So if I now go to a second page, so insert page break, you can now see that it's copied it all across, albeit to the first page. So all you'd need to do is select these two and just move them over to the first page like this. And then if you want to continue typing, you can just simply copy and paste this across to this second page. And then you can select it all and just begin to type on this page. So it's relatively easy to do. I know it is more of a pain because it doesn't flow the way your text would normally flow, but it does give you the opportunity to create a huge array of different designs for your letterheads. So let's just get rid of that page. So if you want to go ahead and save this as a template so that you can just use everything over and over again, you can do so. You might want to take out the text because obviously you'll be typing, but you can keep it in there for reference. All you've got to do is delete it and continue typing. Then just go to File, Save as Template. Make sure it's in the Templates file and down here in Microsoft Word Templates, and then click Save. What that will do is when you open up Word, you can go into Templates and you'll find this template. Then when you use it and you save it, it will ask you to save it as a completely different file so you don't spoil the original. If you can't be bothered to make all of this up, there is a link in the description below where you can download it. So I hope that helps you today. If it has, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.